What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another edition of From Quitters to Winners. And on this men's mental health edition, we're talking part 2 of emotions. Now, last week we talked about emotion, giving yourself an emotional outlet to be able to process and regulate your own emotions. But now we're talking about the emotions of others. Because here's the thing, how many of you knew men in your life, uncles, daddies, brothers, coaches, whatever the men were in life, but they did not handle other people's emotions well? They were kind of dismissive, just told you to suck it up, just told you to man up and just keep going, you know what I'm saying? But there was some psychological damage that was done as a result of that. And so I want to revisit the quote that I said in last week's video. Like, I wrote it down again, I want to make sure I remember it. A man who is able to understand his own emotions and the emotions of others while not being controlled by them is the most powerful man in the room. Like I said, there is a lot of damage that can be done when you do not recognize the emotions that are going on in front of you. Because here's the thing, wired wise, we're wired we're wired to just have peace. I can remember plenty of times when I've been done with my clients for the day, I've been sitting at home, relaxing, and my wife calls me saying something about how this is happening at work, and it just disrupts my whole flow. And I just want to say, bruh, just do this, forget them, forget her, all this type of stuff, blah, 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 blah. But this is where a lot of us go wrong as men, especially with our girlfriends, with our wives. We start to go into problem solving mode. And here's the thing, like we talked about from last week, they're just looking for an emotional outlet. And we're going into problem solving mode where they're not looking for a cold, calculated problem solving response. For that, they would just go to ChatGPT or Claude. You get what I'm saying? They're looking for emotional connection, emotional regulation through you, through being able to vent their frustrations. And so we as men, again, we're trying to be better men, right? So I want to challenge you to start to learn how to recognize emotions. Now, on the screen, this is a feelings wheel to give you not only the typical mad, sad, glad emotions, because that's typically what we know. But this emotions wheel gives you just deeper, specific emotions to be able to identify particular ways that people may be feeling and identify the differences. Because let's talk about it. Because there's a difference between feeling pissed and feeling disrespected and feeling antagonized and feeling disgusted. All those can be in the realm of upset or anger, but there are different distinctions within it. And here's the thing, words matter when we're trying to identify those emotions, because you have to be able to move and groove when you see them in front of you. So when our son is feeling, overwhelmed, you need to be able to recognize that instead of saying, okay, just suck it up, keep going. Maybe they need to regulate. Maybe they need to take a breath. Maybe their mind is spinning all over the place. You need to be able to, hey, what's going on? Hey, take a deep breath. Calm down, son. It's okay. Let's just go to the next play. Next play. It's okay. Don't think about the next 10. Just worry about the next one in front of you. Being able to sit there, recognize the emotions of others, and be able to meet them right where they are is going to empower not only you, but give you the ability to empower others and elevate them instead of getting derailed or watch them spiral or watch them derail right in front of you and not be able to do anything about it. How many times have you seen people break down in tears in front of you, but you don't know what to do? Maybe you tell them to suck it up. Maybe you just wait till they start crying. Or are you able to meet them where they are? Grieve with them. Comfort them. Give them the space to really feel that emotion instead of running from them. Because here's the thing, contrary to popular belief, Men are very emotional. But unfortunately, we don't always know how to process it, much less feel the emotions of other people. And so the next step of your manhood that I want to challenge you to do, from going from a quitter to a winner, instead of quitting, instead of, just letting emotions of other people run rampant, I want to challenge you to learn how to recognize them. Because once you learn how to recognize them, then you know how to properly respond to them. If your girlfriend is pissed, okay, maybe you don't yell back. You don't return wrath with more wrath. You don't return yelling with more yelling. You say, oh, I forgot to take out the trash. I forgot to wash the dishes. She feels like I'm not hearing her. She feels dismissed. She feels like I'm not hearing her. I'm not caring about how she feels. That's what this is really about. When you're able to see what I'm saying? When you're able to recognize the emotions of others and not be emotionally swung by their emotions, let them start triggering things up in you, and now y'all both yelling at each other, that is when you're gonna be the most powerful men in the room. Because that's what's gonna step you up. That's what's gonna separate you. That's gonna turn you into a winner, instead of the quitter that's always being called a hothead. Instead of being the winner who's called emotionally cold, who doesn't understand others, who can't connect with others. That's the difference from you quitting on your job, quitting in the classroom, quitting in your relationships, and turning into a winner. I'll see you guys next week.